All right, welcome to this Mugscast SideQuest video here. We're going to be talking about some video games today.
Yes, we're gonna be discussing our wish lists for remakes, remasters,
Anything just kind of
anything
updating
that's hard.
older games.
Yeah,
and
anything
kind of getting them into maybe updating their control scheme, their graphics, remaking them from the ground up, or just even to be able to play them on current gen.
Yeah, I mean, some of these games you can still play. But we'll get into why it is that we feel like they should be updated or what should be added or whatever, because some can be accessed now. Yeah. But anyways, let's just go ahead and get right into it.
So we've got I think about 5 each.
Yep.
So I don't know. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, we'll do one game each back and forth.
Okay, so...
Oh, real quick. I just want to say it from the beginning. That way we don't say it at the end and be cheesy. Let us know what kind of remasters you guys would like to see, and, let us know what you think of our list.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
for sure.
Anything,
start a discussion, because we'd like to get into it. Actually, we're going to start a Discord soon.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we should.
But yeah, let us know. So I guess I'll just go in order. This is a weird one. This might be a little bit more obscure. Star Fox Assault. For the GameCube.
Isn't that the one where you actually get to physically walk around in? Yes. I know what you're talking about. That
game is my fucking childhood. All I ever used to do was play the versus mode in that with my brothers. It is literally, it's like, oh my god, that game is like legendary in my mind. It was like weirdly like a Smash Brothers for us. Like we played Smash Brothers too, but it was like we would hop in and like versus each other, and you have like power-ups sprinkled around the map, different guns, so you'd have to run and go get this gun over here and shit. And I don't know, something about it was just so goddamn good. Plus you had the ships as well.
Yeah.
And I just remember, I don't have any bad memories of that game. Like I don't have anything where I was like, this is shitty.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe like the end of the story got a little insane. But I just think if that was updated, like fully remade, like from the ground up and placed on newer gen consoles, like still keep that feel of the graphics.
Yeah.
But like make them super crisp and just high res and just keep that same feel. It'd be kind of like almost like Splatoon in a way.
Yeah.
Like that kind of like third person, just that, and then the way that you would versus that. Plus they can make online multiplayer. Oh my god. I'm coming my pants just thinking about it. The rocket launcher. We would always try to get the rocket launcher. Anyway, if anybody's ever played that out there, they know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that would be my first one for sure.
So me personally, I've never played it. I know of it. I've seen gameplay. I know exactly what you're talking about. I mean, I literally said it's the one where you have to actually physically walk around.
Yeah.
So I have seen it. I just never have actually played it because it took me a very long time to get into Star Fox. But
yeah.
I mean,
and
honestly,
that was a problem for me as well because that was the first Star Fox game I really played. So then
it was all ships.
When it was all ships, as a kid, I was like, I don't know. All ships? What is this shit? So it took me a while to kind of come around to that and mature into that like all ships phase.
That's funny. Yeah, my first introduction of Star Fox was Smash. That's why it took me forever to get into it because I was like, I don't get to walk around as a badass Fox character and shit. I was like,
I think Star Fox Assault probably isn't that great. Like, probably doesn't. I mean, it might hold up fine as an older game, but it probably wouldn't be that interesting to other people. It's just like the level of
your memories.
I did with it, and like
to be fair, some of my games,
I knew my way around that game. It would be crazy for me.
Yeah, to be fair, some of my games, same thing. It's because memories are like so fond. But
at the same time,
I have replayed them and they still kind of hold up.
At the same time, if you did update it, it would become easier for other people to get into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, that's going to be my first one. Star Fox Assault.
All right. I don't know why I minimized this. So, my first one, okay? I don't know if you've ever heard of this game or not. One of my first games that I would like to see, I would just take it as just a report of just leave it as it is, but Castlevania, Harmony of Despair.
Okay.
Or Harmonies of Despair.
That is actually, I have not heard of that.
You've never heard of that?
I've never heard of Harmony, unless you're going to describe it.
I'm about to describe it. You might have.
I know Castlevania, obviously. I know different Castlevania games, but that's a subtitle I've never heard.
Yes. So, Harmonies of Despair it was experimental, but to me, I spent hours playing this shit. Okay, so what it was basically a co-op version. I think it was either 6 or 8 players, or maybe even 4. It was a good amount of players. They threw you on a huge map. And when I say huge map, it was either reimagined or re-release maps of like the original games. Like you actually had the castle.
Okay.
And you would start off on like the bottom parts of the castle as a team of like 2, and you would literally have to make your way all through the whole level and then get to the boss fight. Okay, and you were leveling up, getting abilities, and they had characters that were from like the OG games and like leading up to that, like Alucard.
And this is classic, like 2D Castlevania.
Yes, 2D Castlevania, and I'm telling you, the game was phenomenal. I would love to see a re-release. Even
Sounds
just
awesome.
a report, it's so cool. And like you can zoom out of the whole map. You would see like the whole map, or you can just zoom it into really close to you, like straight up regular Castlevania style. I'm telling you, game was phenomenal. I believe it only came out on 360 if I remember correctly. Maybe PS3 as well. But it's good.
That's later than I was expecting you were
No,
going to
it's
say. I
not.
thought
It's
it was
not.
gonna be
It was
like
no. It was.
earlier.
It was. Yeah. No. It was later.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I don't think it sold that well. Or this is around a time where Konami was kind of just like fuck the gamers.
Yeah.
Yeah. We never got
Yeah,
a
okay.
release.
Yeah, that sounds dope.
yeah,
Like, the
it's
way you're
good.
describing it sounds really awesome.
I'm telling you, wait till because we're gonna put trailers or at least some gameplay.
I'm gonna put some
Yo, wait
gameplay
till you
in
see
there
it.
for sure.
It's so cool.
Okay. Let's see. So I would say this one is more of they've been remastered, but I would much prefer them to be remade. Is some of the first like 2 and 3 and Revelations probably of the Assassin's Creed games.
Yes,
They did the Ezio collection, which has all 3 of those, but they're just slight remasters.
Yeah.
Like if you gave them the control scheme of like Unity or something,
Yeah.
or like Black Flag.
You know they're modern.
Yeah,
like
if
they're
you
modern,
fucking-
but not super new modern.
Yeah, bro.
The
Oh.
last like Assassin's Creed.
Because that's the only thing that really holds this back. Like Assassin's Creed 2 is a great game,
yes.
but it's held back by the combat and
Yes.
the parkour is still a little bit better. Brotherhood like does it really well,
Yeah,
but
it
it's
does.
also just kind of like a repeat of 2.
Yes.
So if you're gonna play one or the other, you just kind of pick which one
one,
you
yeah.
want. And I don't know. So if I play 2 and then I get a Brotherhood, I'm like I've already played. I feel like I've played this already.
Yeah.
I don't even want to. Like I always get like burnt out by the time I get to Brotherhood. So if they could really just fucking it would be phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like some of those other games. Just give them like that kind of like Unity like Syndicate parkour because
Yeah.
I you know.
Hell, even the free movement of it, because the free movement on there feels really nice. Like the way you actually move in there is much smoother. than it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I just don't like. I'm not a fan. I'm a part of the people that's not a huge fan of the way that they've evolved
updating
it
it.
for
I don't know.
Odyssey and
Yeah.
and Origins and what is it now? Not Ragnarok. What is it called?
I can't remember what you're talking
Valhalla.
about. Yeah, Valhalla. Yeah,
Yeah, I just have not been able to get into those because they're just not Assassin's Creed
they're
games
not
anymore.
Assassin's Creed. They're action RPGs.
I was playing through Syndicate again recently and just being like, this is the last like real like where they were like kept to the story and it had
No,
the
it's good.
staple mechanics of like fucking what is it hay bales and shit like in
Yeah,
Odyssey
yeah.
if you land in a hay bale you can't even stay in it.
Yeah,
It's like what's going on here? Like you guys forgot what you're doing.
but so it's funny because 4 is my favorite. I have a thing for pirates. I looked at it as a fucking camera.
Yeah.
But I have a thing for pirates. I love pirates, but then like 3, I really like Assassin's Creed
3 dude, me too.
Yeah,
So
3 is one
underrated.
of my favorites.
So
It's very
underrated.
It's so good. I remember playing through that shit as a kid and being like, "This is so."
3
good.
is one of my top
Yes.
Assassin's Creed games
Yeah,
for
I love
some
the
reason.
character.
And
I love
everybody hates that
everything.
game. I don't know why
and I don't know why, but I
it.
love it. You want to know why everybody hates it though, for real? Because recently I tried to replay it, and the intro is too goddamn long.
It is the long intro, but people are like
I
pissed,
get why it's
people are,
there.
like pissed that like that twist is in there. I think that's such a cool idea.
No,
to
it's
play
very cool
through
idea.
as him and then realize, oh shit,
Oh
this
shit,
guy's a
it's not-
Templar.
yeah.
Like that was. I
Nope,
was like,
that blew my
wow.
mind as a kid.
Yeah,
I remember
it
that blew
blew
my
fucking
absolute
I was
mind.
like,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great
Yes,
stuff.
amazing
I
game.
love that game.
So, my second one, I don't know how many people have heard of this because I don't see a lot of people talking about it. Okay, but I fucking love this game. Okay, I literally went through and started replaying it recently. Through an emulator.
Yeah.
Still holds up amazingly. But Gauntlet Dark Legacy,
Oh, I've never heard of this,
dude.
Unless I
Gauntlet,
have.
yeah, maybe, but Gauntlet Dark Legacy was like a top-down kind of like action dungeon crawlery type game.
Okay.
Picture Diablo, except you had way better classes, cool secrets in the levels, amazing collectibles. The level up system was so simple, but it was so good. Like the classes, dude, it was like the Jester, the Valkyrie, and you unlocked more classes as you went. None of this was paid for, obviously, but it was just so good. There was so much content packed into one game, and I just remember continuously playing this and be like, this game is so good.
This
and
looked
even
interesting,
now, the Gauntlet Dark Legacy?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I remember playing it. It's so good. I would love to see it, basically, I just want...
Yeah, I could totally see this being remade.
Yeah.
And with graphics.
I just
nowadays.
want the graphics to be updated, maybe the gameplay to be a little smoother, but keep it almost exactly the same as it is. That's all I would love to see. The game is amazing. I believe the company was THQ.
Midway Games?
No, Midway. Thank you.
Yeah.
Midway, but they shut down, I believe. So I don't know who bought all the rights to all this shit. I think WB maybe. But dude, bring that shit back. They did bring a Gauntlet game back. Horrendous. It's not that it's horrendous. It's playable, but compared to Dark Legacy, it's horrendous.
Yeah. Yeah, this looks dope. I can
so
totally
good.
see. Is it? Oh no, that's a book thing. Yeah.
But it's good.
Yeah, that looks like a game that I would like growing up.
Yeah,
like,
dude,
being
it's
like
good.
a classic to
It's
me.
good.
If I had grown up on it.
I can't wait to get to my next one, but go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Pick a number, 1 or 2.
1 or 2?
Yeah, just pick
2.
a number. Okay. Star Wars Bounty Hunter. Have you ever played this game?
Boy!
Is that on your list?
No,
Oh, okay.
it's not, but I have played it, and I don't even know why to think of this, because we came close to a remake.
Dude, that game is ripe to be remade from the ground up.
You know about Star Wars 1313, right?
Yeah, but that's not a remake.
No,
of
it's not a
Bounty
remake,
Hunter, but it's like a spiritual success.
Yes, but apparently it was going to play like a spiritual successor.
That's what I'm saying.
And then they canceled it on us.
Yeah.
Dude.
But even just this specifically, because I've always been very partial to Jango Fett for some reason.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
he's a prequel character, and so everybody doesn't like him. But
No.
in my opinion,
I like it.
I
like
think in
him.
anybody's opinion, if you really sit down and look at it, right, if you don't have all this extra shit from like the extended universe, and you just have the movies, who's more badass?
Yeah, dude. Jango Fett does way more.
Who's not a bumbling moron who gets a jetpack cut and shit into a Sarlacc pit, and then who
lives
has
later
dual
on.
pistols, survives a fight with Obi-Wan, and is a fucking badass. Like, I mean, he
Yes.
gets shit on by Mace Windu in a
Yeah,
weird
he does,
way,
he does,
but
but
still, he's way fucking cooler. I think. You know what? I'm standing by. He's cooler than Boba Fett.
He is.
Especially if you're just going off the movies.
Like, Boba Fett was specifically
prefer the dual
made.
pistols, too.
No,
It's
dude,
so
Boba
badass.
Fett was specifically made just to be a action figure. I promise you, that was just for
He
merchandise.
wasn't even made out to be this like
No,
badass
he
bounty
wasn't.
hunter.
He
He's
wasn't
just
until later.
there.
It was to the side stuff.
And
started
people always
happening.
make the argument, well, but the line that he has where Vader's like, and leave him alive, and he specifically looks at Boba, and that's supposed to be like,
Oh my
letting
God,
you
he's
know
such a
how
badass.
cool he is.
No.
But like, you don't get to see it. You
Yeah.
don't know anything
No, you're
about
right,
him. He's
you're right.
he's just a faceless bounty hunter, and people turn him into this icon.
Yeah, but
even though he
maybe we'll
had
go back.
nothing.
Maybe we'll go back and talk about Star Wars. I don't know because I've already rewatched Star Wars too much. But
We'll definitely be going
We
through
should-
Star
we
Wars.
should
at some
go
point.
over
We'll
to
go
it, but
through
we'll-
all 9 of them.
yeah, but I don't think we should do it.
you know, we'll do like the Star Wars stories and stuff because I'd be interested to talk
Yeah.
about those because I don't know what your opinions are on like Rogue One and stuff like that.
No,
So we'll get to that at some point.
and I'm not going to tell you now, especially.
Yeah,
if we go
don't tell
over
me
them.
now, yeah.
But I remember when I was rewatching them and thinking, like, especially the first time watching them grown up, because I was way younger when Star Wars came out,
Very different.
and I remember watching them being like, why the fuck is Boba Fett so adored? And he does like fuck
He does
all.
nothing.
He does fuck.
I don't
all.
know how it happened. I really don't know.
Anyways, this isn't a rant
It's a
session.
very unpopular opinion, I know.
It is,
because
it is,
Boba
but I don't
Fett is
care.
like this god to everybody, but
no,
I
I'm
just
sorry.
don't know
I
how
just-
it happened. Like, when
I
you really
liked him
think about
in
it.
The Mandalorian.
Yeah,
I liked him a lot more
he's
there.
cool, but
Yeah.
that also it's like, I don't know, it's just weird. It's
Yeah.
just weird to me. But yeah, Star Wars Bounty Hunter, and I'll be honest, I've never even played through this game entirely, but just the
It's a
concept.
cool game, dude. It
of
is. I've
having,
played a solid
like,
3 hours of it, and it's good.
Imagine just like having that with like smooth third-person combat with the jetpack and everything. You have all these fucking gadgets and the way you can use them.
I would love
is
to get a game like that.
phenomenal. It doesn't hold up very well control-wise
Nope.
now, but
It really
it's not the worst thing. Like, it's definitely playable still, but to remake that game would be fucking amazing.
It's funny when you say that because it's a cool game.
Yeah,
It's a
it's
very cool
fantastic.
game.
Such a great concept. I can't believe they
I actually
haven't done
tried.
it since then.
I tried really hard to play through.
I mean, if
just
they made
couldn't
it
because
now,
doesn't hold up.
it would be either the Mandalorian or it would be Boba Fett.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be Jango Fett, but
I
still,
would love a Mandalorian game. Honestly, I would.
yeah,
probably play
I wouldn't be
Mandalorian.
surprised if they ever do something like that.
So, my next one, to all my Capcom fans out there, I would like to see a remake. And this game technically was remastered and re-released. I'm cheating a little bit because I'm putting these two together, but I would like to see a remake or a complete remake of Resident Evil 0, but take that stupid fucking mechanic of having to switch between the two characters and give me a fucking Resident Evil 2 or 3 look style and make it so you have a partner.
Yeah.
Instead of, because I couldn't play that game. I tried so hard. Rachel and I, because Rachel's a huge fan of Resident Evil as well, we tried to play through it. But the moment that it was like, okay, you have to swap to this character, and then you have to swap to this character, I was like, this is so tedious. Dude,
Yeah.
let another player play as the other character. Because all I picture is, I wish we had the camera on for this, but all I picture is, right, so you switch over from Rebecca to I think his name's Billy. You switch over, and they're just like, that's it. And when you switch back, they're literally standing exactly where you left them. And you're just like, oh, so he just stood there and did nothing. Well, he
Yeah,
could have
the
been
whole
doing some
time.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So honestly, like having two players control the game simultaneously and just split the screen or, online, whatever, I don't care. That'd be amazing. But
Yeah.
on top of that, I would love to see also a remake of looking like the remakes of 2 and 3 for Resident Evil Outbreak Files. Okay? Have you, I don't know if you ever, actually,
You've mentioned this
you're
plenty of times to
recently,
me, I think.
yeah, but you've recently gotten into Resident Evil, right? Because you started with, I think it was a remake of 2.
Yes.
And you love the series.
Yes,
you and
absolutely.
I played through
Fantastic.
5.
Yeah, we played through
And
5.
enjoyable.
And
we tried.
we never got to 6.
No, we did. We played.
We tried. No, we never got
Dude.
to. We never actually got into it. I played through the intro, and then we were like, nah.
Yeah, 6 was terrible. It's terrible even co-op. 5 is acceptable as co-op. It's a great fun co-op game. But anyways,
really
Outbreak
good.
Files. In case people don't know, and just picture this with the 2 or 3 graphics and all this. But essentially, there is, I think it's 6 to 8 survivors, maybe a little bit less. But basically, they all get controlled by a human player. Okay, you're on a gigantic map or a big map that you're trying to escape from or fight a boss or do something. Okay, each player is controlled by another player. Every character has a special ability.
Right.
So you have somebody who's better with herbs, so that's the person that you're going to want to use to heal himself or heal other players.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody has to leave together. If you just want to leave without somebody else, you can.
Right.
If you get bitten and you don't heal yourself fast enough and you die, you turn into a zombie and you can kill your other teammates.
Right.
But dude, honestly, amazing. They tried to come out with something that was very stupid called Operation Raccoon City.
That was like after 3, right?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to take place after 3, but it was.
I mean, after the remake of 3.
Yeah, no, not after the remake of 3. Operation Raccoon City was this is before the remakes of 2 and 3.
Right.
It's a horrendous game. Don't give me something like that. Give me Outbreak Files 1 and 2, and I'm telling you, those games would sell so fast.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, those games would sell amazingly. I know they would.
Yeah, especially if they made it like for PC as well.
Yeah. Crossplay. Capcom needs to get on that in general, dude.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have crossplay
You have
in
to
their
market
games.
it really well, though.
Yeah.
And they're not great with marketing.
They're not, because even like, it doesn't matter. They're just not good at marketing.
I think if you marketed it well enough to be like a Dead by Daylight type thing, people would get all over it. But as it is, they'd be like, it's a remake of this. And everybody'd be like, well, we don't care. But if you market it as its own thing,
yes,
and then you're like, also, it's a remake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They could get away with that and get a lot of new people to play that.
I'm
and
telling
I
you,
certainly
I can't
would
wait.
play it. It sounds
Dude,
amazing.
I can't wait. I really can't. Like,
And-
there's rumors that it's getting remade.
You have to, of course. We'll just of
Grain of
course say-
salt with that, by the way.
Yeah, well, with any rumors.
Yeah,
like
obviously.
That,
Because there's been a rumor that Resident Evil 4 is being remade like 2 and 3 as well, and we'll see.
Well, there ended up being the VR thing.
No. There's still rumors.
Well, I'm sure. I'm saying like there was rumors in the VR thing.
Oh, yeah.
And people were like, well, but still, though, I hope
No,
this
but
is gonna
apparently
happen.
there's with the leak that I was talking to you about
I'm
earlier.
sure it will.
Apparently it's in
There's
there.
no way
so
it won't.
I don't think so.
The success of 2 and 3. I mean, 3 less so, but the success of those 2 is like enough for them to easily.
3 is definitely my least favorite out of those 2.
Yeah, for sure. 2 is amazing. But and yeah, of course, you just throw in there 1. Obviously, if they remade 1 on the
like
level
2 and 3,
2 and 3.
dude. That
It would
game
be
was
amazing. 'Cause I
phenomenal.
still have not been able to go back and finish 1. I've started and gotten almost like halfway through it on the HD.
It's not for everybody, dude. It's not.
I really enjoy it, but
what
it's
you
just
should
like
do-
it's very long and very tedious.
What you should do, if you don't mind doing a little workaround, somebody actually came up with a mod that plays like 2 and 3. Same
really?
game, and you can play it over the shoulder, just like 2 and 3. Yeah, you should go look into that.
Okay, well I don't have it on PC. I'd have to get.
Oh,
it
you
on
haven't-
PC,
oh,
but-
never mind.
but yeah,
Yeah.
I was playing on PlayStation at the time, but yeah, I could definitely do that. So I'm gonna do another one.
Oh, wait, real quick, while you're talking, I want everybody to brace themselves for my next one. Okay? No, while you're talking, it's fine, but I want everybody to brace, because this is going to piss off fans, like, I'm telling you, but we'll talk about it in a second.
To remake. Okay.
Yeah, to remake this game, because it's a classic.
Okay. So I'm gonna go with another one that's less of a like a one that like it's one that's holds up really well. Like obviously nobody's gonna say it doesn't hold up well, but I'm just imagining if you took The Last of Us 1 and gave it the gameplay mechanics of 2 plus those graphics, it would be fucking amazing.
Yeah, because 2 is so much smoother.
2 is one of the best stealth action games
Yes.
ever made. Like genuinely, like the stealth sections in 2 are so like there's just so many times where you're sitting there and you have to think so hard about what you're gonna do or you are fucked.
Yeah.
Like you have to plan everything out. Like you'll just be sitting in a patch of grass, like waiting for somebody to walk back, and be like, "What do I do now? What do I do now? What do I do now? Like I can get this guy, but then what do I do here? Like what if he sees this? What if that?"
Yeah.
It's
So Last of Us
cerebral.
Last of Us 1, okay?
Yeah.
It does hold up well still, obviously.
Yeah.
But compared to Last of Us 2, it does not hold up well. Like, if you compare them to each other, like, you can tell that laid the groundwork,
Yeah.
but
And
2
they
mastered
mastered
it.
it, yeah.
It built the building.
I think
off
it's
the-
more also just like a consistency thing to
Yeah.
keep them, on that level of like if you're
Yeah.
playing them through to each other, like there's a few different like buttons that do different things between the games, and like there's things like you would go back and play 1 and be like, oh, I want to go prone. You can't prone in 1.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. You
that
have to
was
go
a
up against-
huge
yeah.
thing. Like the proning in 2 is huge. So if they just did that, and the same goes for all 3 of the first Uncharted games, if they
Yes.
put those with the 4 gameplay and up-resed them and everything, it would just be
Amazing.
Crazy.
The smoothness, just
it probably
the
won't ever
smoothness
happen,
alone,
but
no.
again, this is a wish list. So.
Yeah, it's a wish list. We can do whatever the fuck we want.
We can dream. We can only dream. It's the same thing that we've talked about, like the Marvel movies. Like if they went back and added in the Josh Brolin Thanos to the other things for consistency, like to do that for these like masterpiece games to keep the consistency of them, I think would be a fantastic thing. Like I don't think that affects anything about the original Last of Us just to give it the improved gameplay. You know what I mean?
No,
I don't think that fucks with anything.
No,
or
it shouldn't.
Anything. It would just improve upon an already phenomenal game.
Yeah. No, for sure.
All right. Now, what's your little controversial opinion here?
It is controversial because a lot of people say that this game still holds up well. A lot of people say this game shouldn't be touched, shouldn't be thing, but I would love to see. And I'm picturing it more of a Dragon Quest style looking game because it is made by Akira Toriyama. The art style is made by Akira Toriyama. Okay. As is Dragon Ball. He's the one who did Dragon Quest characters' looks, but he also did Chrono Triggers. But I would love to see that game, even as a Tales style game where they animate the cutscenes like when they're important, because they do that for the actual original. But I would love to see Chrono Trigger remade.
Okay.
Chrono Trigger is beloved.
Right.
People love it.
Yeah.
They love this game. It was re-released on PC and it was touched up a little bit here and there. And there was some controversy because it came out to the phone and something was wrong with it.
Yeah.
But I would love a 3D remake that plays as good as it could. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That's
a Dragon Quest,
a 3D remake
styled or Tales of style, like with the anime look, but just keep it as close to the game.
Please feel free to release your rage in the comments.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like people, I don't think people would appreciate that, but I would love to see that shit. Like even I don't know, even keep it like the 2D style, but make it 3D.
Yeah,
like you know what I'm saying. But like keep the gameplay the same, just
like
update everything.
Kinda, yeah,
dude. I would love to. Tell you that game.
Interesting.
It's a cool game.
That's an interesting game. That's an interesting controversial opinion for sure.
I'm telling you, Chrono Trigger is.
I don't know if I even agree. I'm not playing Chrono Trigger, but I don't know if I even agree with you on that.
Yeah,
that's an interesting one.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I would love to see it.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's very controversial. Okay, so do you have one more?
I do have one more.
And I have one more. I technically have two more. I'll just quickly say, again, same thing like Last of Us. If we had some kind of updated for the the first two Borderlands, kind of upgrade their kind of movement systems and combat and stuff, because they don't hold up super well. And then also offhandedly to mention as well, the Fallout games, same thing. The controls and like the gameplay for those do not hold up well.
They don't, like,
as compared to nowadays. I mean, anytime Bethesda makes like a Fallout or a Skyrim game, they're always somehow like 7 years behind the latest technology. Because
they take them like 30 years to come out.
I don't know why. It's just the engine that they use and the shit. I don't know what it is about that. I think it's because they spend so much time focusing on the RPG and all that shit as opposed to the actual gameplay, so it just suffers from that. But those are just offhanded. So my last real one would be a game called Gotham City Imposters. I don't know if you know this game.
Dude, that game had potential.
That game was amazing, and it went through a server network. Well, I can't remember what the fuck it's called.
They were supposed to rework the whole thing.
Yeah, but it got shut down, they never brought it back. Yep. Like I don't even think the game was supposed to stop like that. It's just because the server network that they partnered with shut down. They just couldn't continue the game. But that game was so fucking cool.
It was very cool. The concept was amazing. The customization,
coming out now, how fucking amazing that game would be. Just it's such a weird concept, but at the same time, it's so like wacky and just fun, and it had some genuinely like good like first person mechanics like for a shooter. Like it felt good to play and everything, and I'm imagining it now like with like some fucking I don't know Apex like level movement and like smoothness to it. Would be phenomenal. Like, I would love to see that game
it'd be really well done.
Every now and then I'll occasionally be scrolling through my Steam library and see it and just be like damn rest in peace. Which I think now that game came out in like 2013.
It's older.
It's
so
older. Old.
But it could use like, dude, that'd be amazing. Like it could be something that you can have a lot of fun with if done properly.
I think that could be a big game now, like a big.
It could be. It could be. Yeah, it's something different too.
We'll see.
Yeah,
one day maybe.
Probably
we
not.
hope. Probably not. All right, what's your last one?
So my last one is I would like to see a remake So I would like the Lord of the Rings trilogy that was on PS2. Either that remade, specifically more the second and the third, because the first one was
dog shit,
garbage.
But the
second and third, Return of the King, Like, and Return of the second.
But these are all separate games.
Yeah, they're all separate games, to be fair, but they can make it into a trilogy.
Too.
You know, now, like, dude, if they fit them into a PS2 game, like, separately, they can put all three of them into one.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, if you remake them, though, they become whole different things.
Yeah, it's true. But, dude, keep the co-op aspect of it. Mm-hmm. Keep, like, just give me, like, a badass hack and slash.
Can I just say, though, that first one, The Fellowship of the Ring, that shit gave me, like, genuine, like, heart problems as a child. I could not get past the first level in the Shire. You're in the Shire and you have to avoid the wraiths. Yes. And it's fucking impossible. Yes. And I gave up on it.
To be fair, I was
the game
young,
in a shelf somewhere and I never went back to it.
I'm assuming you were also super young when you first played it.
I was probably like 9, 10. I mean,
yeah, I guess that's still pretty young.
But that's like, it was still a fucked up level.
Yeah, for me too. I remember playing it. I did beat it eventually.
I remember looking it up and everybody was like, what the hell is this?
Yeah, and a lot of people were like, this is garbage. Yeah. Like, and it was. That first one was garbage. Apparently, if you got past that, the game was... it was acceptable, but
I was so determined to get past it. I was like, this is probably a good game, but I just couldn't. I
remember just playing and be like, what the fuck is wrong with this shit?
And I remember playing, I want to say it was Return of the King, not Two Towers that we had. I think we had Return of the King, and I played that, and that one was good too.
Yes. The second and the third specifically are amazing.
Yeah.
If not that, there's also like this RPG that's a complete side story with all these other characters. I can't remember the name of it right now. Not a big deal. It wasn't even on my list, but I would like to see that remade. Or they had this amazing game called Conquest. I don't know if I told you about this.
Yeah, I remember this game. I haven't played it, but I know
it was essentially Lord of the Rings Battlefront.
Yeah.
And it was amazing.
Everybody's always begging for this to come back.
And I would love to see this come back. We need something Lord of the Rings related. I love Lord of the Rings. I love the lore.
You're not excited for Gollum?
No.
Dude, how are you not? Haven't you seen the gameplay?
No, it's supposed to be a really good sneaky game apparently, but I doubt it's going to be that good. I don't think it's going to be that good.
You've seen like the gameplay and stuff. It does not look.
No,
doesn't look
not
good.
at all.
I hate to say it because I'm sure they put a lot of time and effort into it. And
I'm sure they did.
It looks like they really like care about it and like but it's just nobody's going to play a Gollum game. Nobody cares. I hate to say it. I mean, maybe a sleeper hit, but it's not going to be like Shadow of War
No. We'll see what happens with it. We'll see. But I mean, that's basically my wish list. It's your wish list. Just to iterate what I said. Reiterate. Thank you. I jumbled it up and then I was like, whatever. Anyways, so to go back to what I said in the beginning. Let us know down below or wherever. I want to know what everybody wants to see remastered.
Yeah, and shit on Angel for talking about Chrono Trigger, please.
All right, well, thank you for tuning into this little special SideQuest episode we have going.
Yeah, we'll be doing
that's what we'll be calling. Yeah, that's what we'll be calling anything video game related is SideQuest.
Yeah, we got a lot of gaming stuff. We're gonna look forward.
Yeah, we're trying to do some gaming stuff from here too because that was always the plan, but we've just been so focused on this MCU stuff that.
Well, the plan was always just to kind of do whatever, and then we started MCU, and it's like we've just been enjoying it so much. It's just kind of like. It's such an enjoyable thing to go back and rewatch those movies. So we're gonna keep doing that, of course. But here and there, we'll sprinkle in more of these videos.
I mean, hell, give us some ideas of what we should do. Like,
and don't say kill yourselves. Please.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I'm already on the edge. I don't need to push.
Yeah, well, I mean, just a slight tap will do. All right, thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.